escapism because you're perfectly content where you are right now. Or you are holding faith for where you are being moved. You're no longer obsessively holding on to something that you were using to run from what you were enduring. And this is why this is no longer a dream. This is a reality. That's the best way to explain this. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And I'm not feeling like this was an entirely different timeline that you stepped into. A timeline that required like a quantum leap, but the shedding of old versions of you and the disconnection, which is the release of oppression, the disconnection from those that have been abusing you spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. You had to be pulled out of this timeline in order for you to be placed in a new one. And everything of this old timeline had to go. So it's like these daydreams that you had that you were using to escape the abuse was actually you aligning with that timeline. Your soul calling to you, leaving your future self, leaving you breadcrumbs of where you were going to be going. And I can tell you within these dreams, you didn't visualize others with you. Like none of these abusive individuals. It was always just you in that moment, experiencing that feeling state of that timeline. And it's because intuitively you already knew these individuals couldn't go with you. They wouldn't go with you. And again, what you had been put through, it's like the catalytic tower that you had experienced that pulled you away from all of this, put you in a position to go through a healing process, to completely shed this old version of you, to step into the version of you that was in alignment with that dream. That dream that you didn't know that you had quantum leaped into. Because at the time where that past self had been fully shed and you were perfectly in alignment with this, you had surrendered it. Not thinking that it would play out in this way, and it is. And it's playing out, massive changes. It's playing out this year. Massive changes were required to shift the alignment, to further shift the alignment of where you were meant to go, to fully shift you into alignment with where you were meant to go, what you were meant to do, and what you were meant to experience without these leeches attached to you. And I'll tell you, these leeches are experiencing hell right now, especially with the channeled message I got over on YouTube. They're getting smacked up. They're getting spiritually Spartan kicked in the chest. All right, they've been blacklisted from heaven. They're getting the 1-2 uppercut knuckle sandwich from the divine. And from the deal that they made where they couldn't offer you up because they always saw this in your energy. If you have individuals doing victory, you just keep winning. If you had individuals continually doing like sacrificial rituals on you and just being a fucking mess, it's because of what they were continually getting divination on. What they were seeing would be in your future. And I'll tell you, they weren't seeing themselves as being a part of it. And it's because of what they had done. They've been blacklisted from your paradise, from heaven. But you needed to be removed from these individuals who had ill intentions for the prophecy over your life. For the type of fortune you would acquire. The type of recognition that you would gain. The unfolding of fate. And the favor over your life. With all of them getting divination and being like, oh my God, they're getting 10 of Pentacles, they're getting generational wealth, they're getting fortune, they're getting fame. All of these individuals, like I talked about on YouTube, were like Abu when he sees the ruby. This could also be organizations, networks, and societies and elitists. They looked at your energy and what came with your destiny, and it was like when Abu saw the ruby. And he was told, don't touch that. But he couldn't help themselves. These individuals, they wanted so badly what came with being you, that they were willing to lay their lives on the line and do whatever it took to have this, not realizing that this was a setup from the very beginning. They set themselves up for failure. They set themselves up for loss, and they set you up for victory. They set you up for success. The stage was set for your success and their removal from having any type of ties to your success, from achieving anything off of your energy, with how you were spiritually trained, how you were prepared for battle, how you were armored against elitists and individuals who specialized in certain workings, in order for you to be able to step into this position and maintain it, to grow upon it, without energetic interference from those who, like I said, specialize in these type of workings. You're receiving an offer. Incoming. You're ready because anything directed your way has no effect. And it was set up to be that way. Because if you had reached these heights of success with these individuals around or ill prepared, the tower would have been brutal. The loss, devastating. You had to be ready to step into this, to receive this, to be this. And in order for you to be ready, you had to be energetically armored. Energetically and angelically armored. You had to remember who you are. They're bringing XXX Tentacion's tattoo where it's remember to remember tattooed on the side of his face. You had to remember to remember. It's like you told your spirit, you told your soul, remember who you are when you get there. And everything that you went through led up to this remembrance. You remembered not to dishonor your ancestors. Death before dishonor. It's another tattoo he has. He also had VR tattooed on his side, like virtual reality. You had to remember that this was all a simulation, that this was all a hologram, that the 3D, that the Matrix meant nothing without an energetic intake. You had to go through this process to elevate to this position where you had this understanding, not only of who you are, but how this world works, because of how the game was rigged against you. You combated a lot of elite individuals. You came up against a lot of heavy hitters in this realm because of what you are capable of and where this remembrance led you and what you would make possible in this position that is being gifted to you, and how you would dismantle and destroy the simulation in the Matrix itself, the inorganic dark grid system, and all those that have been left open and puppeteered to be opposition, aka Agent Smiths, those that were manipulated to come up against you how they would. The New York mayor just got indicted. Oh my God. Speaking of heavy hitters, I told y'all, I prophesized this. I said there were going to be CEOs, mayors, politicians, celebrities going through. I prophesized this. I said old outdated power structures would be crumbling. Individuals that thought they had bypassed karma and consequences would be getting hit with them. So that is confirmation if I have ever seen it. I just heard more to come. And this, you did this. You. Like I said, you remembered to remember. You remembered. Your remembrance led to a massive influx of light on this planet. A massive wave of awakening with the downloads and the information that you energetically shared. The restoration of the golden grid system around this planet with what had been integrated through your golden grid system below your feet. And what you had intook through your soul star, through the chakra above your head, your pillar, your light pillar. Now again, with you being fully focused on mission, like you being in this very content energy, even with the opposition you had, you were still actively being of service, and you had let go of the expectation of what you had once desired so badly. Sacrificing your own desires, sacrificing your own wish fulfillment for the world. And that was a selfless sacrifice. You put everything on the line to be of service to the Most High. Not expecting anything in return, but stability. Like just a roof over my head, Most High, and food in the fridge. That's all I'm asking for. And that you keep me, my babies, my fur baby safe. Like you keep that of which I love safe. You keep me safe. You keep my baby safe. You keep my fur baby safe. And you put me in a position to where I can be of use to you in the best way. In the most impactful way. This was such a selfless sacrifice. And you're being rewarded for this because you may have let it go, but it was always a part of your fate to receive it. And to know what to do with it. A lot of these individuals that have stepped into certain positions abuse these positions. Misled others with the recognition they had obtained. They took everything for granted. Or they had gone out of their way to steal what they now have, and now it's being stripped from them. And returned to the origin of energy that it was siphoned or stolen from. Balance. The scales are being balanced. You're receiving restoration, and we got the star out here in love. You are a star, baby. You are a star, and you're so very, very much loved. Thank you, Becca. Yes, 144, we rise. Thank you, Becca, for sewing into me. And know that you are receiving it back infinitely and amplified in all the ways that you have not only sown into me, but all the ways that you've sown into humanity. Placing your own desires and wish fulfillment on the back burner to help the rise of the 144, the rise of humanity, the elevation and advancement of this planet. So know that you are being rewarded and restored in all the ways that you have done for others, including me. Thank you for adding to my destiny. And I'm reciprocating that energy and adding to yours in all the ways that God ordains and deems as necessary, because I never want to limit your destiny. I just want to add to it like you've added to mine. But that was a spot-on confirmation, and we rise, and we've done it together. The work that we have done for the world has been selfless. And what we have gone through, the type of trauma we endured, the suffering we experienced, it wasn't just for the world. Even though you may be looking at it as though I went through everything that I went through in order to be beneficial to this planet, in order to remember, in order to have the catalyst into being reborn as who I was meant to be, reborn into this God, this goddess, this angel on earth, to finally recognize who I was meant to be. It wasn't just for that. It was for you to be a lead within the true earth with all that you were meant to acquire, and how you would be a benevolent, wise, unconditionally loving leader with the position being given. What you had once desired, no longer corrupting, I won't say corrupting, but no longer can it be used to corrupt your spirit with any type of desperation attached to it, because you're not desperate for it. Whatever this is, it cannot be manipulated to corrupt you. With what you receive, it's only going to amplify the starlight you're emanating, and how many individuals are meant to see it and be impacted by it. You are loved by the stars. You are loved by the ethers. Abundance Kitty talking. Some of you got a lot of abundance coming through. You got abundance on the way to you. Financial blockages have been broken. This is not going to corrupt you. And that was the test in itself. A lot of individuals forget who they are with fame and fortune. They get lost in the luxury. And that's not you. You'll never get lost in the matrix of it all, because you see it for what it is. And you came here to change it. So you do have a lot of individuals living an absolute fucking nightmare right now. Especially with how they attempted to offer you up in order to complete a deal they made over your life to have this. And we did talk about that on YouTube. That deal backfired. You hear that? Abundance Kitty. Good job, beautiful. You talking? You so fast. Good job. Abundance on the way. Abundance Kitty is loud today. Good job, sweetheart. Power. Organizations flipped on their head for what they were doing to you. We got magic right here. A group, organization, network, society, or unit that was sending you some powerful magic. This is why they're living this nightmare. And you have broken through these bindings on your finances to where a windfall that you may have not anticipated. You were not seeking, you were not desiring. You were open and receptive to it, but you weren't fiending for it. Like, you weren't like, I need $100 million. Like, you weren't like, I need this. It was like, I know that I'm always going to be provided for. Whatever you have coming through for me, Most High, I accept and I receive it. You were open and receptive to the provisions that the divine was giving to you, was being made possible for you. And these individuals attempted to block the Most High's provisions for your life and where the Most High was leading you. Exactly. Full surrender. And now you're getting a windfall you didn't ask for. You may have prayed for it a long time ago. You may have said, if I have this, my life would be perfect. If only I had this, I would be able to live without stress. I'd be happy. At one point you said, if I have this, I'd be happy. But you found happiness from in. Whatever you were seeking that you felt like would come from this dream becoming a reality, you found it within. You found it in your divine connection to the Most High. You found it in your walk. with the Most High. And now you're receiving it. You're not anticipating it. You're not expecting it. You're open to receiving what is being brought through for you. And this is why it may be a shock to you. And how all of this unfolds for you. And all the magic that these little musky, moon magic throwing muskrats and derelict ducks and rancid, ridiculous roaches, because that's what they are, just roaches, just pests. Everything they were throwing at you has backfired in the worst way. All of this chaos, all of this destruction, all of this binding, all of these attempts to separate you from the Most High and separate you from your divine fated partner that they've been picking up in your energy with the divination they've been getting, backfired. All of it. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what title or status they have. Backfired. You will continue to win because it was written. Like I talked about over on YouTube. You will continue to win because it is written. You're receiving Ace of Pentacles. Abundance Kitty was just talking. We got Seven of Swords. Sneaky and deceptive behavior. Coming out with the Sun. The Most High is exposing what people would do for money. Ooh, that just gave me goosebumps. What people were willing to do for fame and fortune. The Most High is exposing to you and everybody else who has been corrupted. Who would have been corrupted with this? Who couldn't go with you? And what type of individuals manipulated themselves into positions for what came with it. The power, the prosperity, the recognition. So you're seeing individuals fall from grace and exactly, masks off. Individuals got exposed for coming up against you. And what they're now going through because of what they were willing to do for what your energy would lead to. These individuals also feel like it's sneaky and deceptive, like it's deceptive what they paid for. Because this was supposed to have an effect on you. This was supposed to give them your destiny. You were supposed to get hit with the tower on all sides. They were like, let's just give them all of our karma and they won't survive the accumulation of consequences that we have racked up while we snatch their destiny and their dharma. And then all of a sudden we get fame and we get fortune and it's like two birds with one stone. The deal that has been made, the sacrifice that you were meant to be, goes through, which it's not, and it hasn't, and it never will, and they get fame and fortune. Because I can tell you, they had made deals to these beings in order to obtain not only your destiny, what comes with it. These individuals that had gotten away with previous deals they had made with other souls. Other souls were used as sacrifice. This could be in a lineage or a specific bloodline. Have been used as a sacrifice. These souls have been freed with you being the straw that broke the camel's back. What they had gotten off of these sacrifices, they are losing. Because they weren't able to get you. So now this, whatever they were making offerings to, is exactly, they couldn't pay the price. This entity is pillaging everything. And that is the hell and the nightmare they're trapped in. They're being absolutely ransacked for the fact that they could not offer you. And now everything that they've obtained off of previous offerings is being taken from them. While everything is balancing for you. Again, you could be in between homes right now. You could be moving. You could be in the middle of a transition. You could be staying at like a hotel. You could be sleeping in your car. Things are changing rapidly for you. Where stability, this fated stability... Shit, you could have been going through this for years. You could have been praying for stability for years, and you were desperately praying. You were crying to the Most High, please just give me a fucking house. Please just give me a place to stay. Please, just make this happen. You're moving next month, confirmation. And you may have not understood why it didn't happen rapidly for you. Why you saw the Most High giving others this. And I don't feel like you held resentment. You were just like, if it can happen for them, it can happen for me too. I just got to be patient. I just got to maintain the faith. I just got to keep believing because I know there's always a reason. So whatever this is, because it doesn't just have to be your stability. This could also be, I see in the chat, you got let go of a job. God has a bigger plan for you. That job was not elevating your soul's expression. And God's putting you in a position and the divine's putting you in a position to where you can receive profit as the prophet you are. Sometimes God will keep you from finding a job or settling for a certain position because you're worth so much more. You're meant to do so much more. And if you remain comfortable in a position you would settle in, You wouldn't reach your full potential. So there's a lot of things changing, but it's in your highest good. Whether it's your environment, your job, your relationships, it's all beneficial for you. So these individuals may feel as though their hoobly-doobly is working. It's not, because there's a bigger plan for your life. And that bigger plan is unfolding now. And this isn't about holding fear or holding worry. Faith over fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It's the matrix trying to lower your vibration. Maintain faith, knowing that miracles happen every day and miracles have already unfolded for you, and that you would never be forsaken by the Most High. There's a bigger plan for your life, and things aren't going to end until the Most High says it's time for that type of ending. Like, you're not meant to leave this planet, and you're not to be hindered or limited from your destiny in a way where you don't complete what you came here to do. It's not over till God says it's over. So you best believe with the plan for your life, you being in the path, on the path of the straight and narrow and in perfect alignment with your destiny, you're going to accomplish it. You are going to succeed at what you've been destined for. You are going to walk into it. You are going to watch it unfold before you. The fate. Oh, they just said the fates. I was going to say the fate that is meant to unfold, and they said the fates, what has been written. Never doubt the plan over your life. A lot of individuals knew the plan over your life, and they didn't know why you were the one chosen to receive it. They know now. You are a prophet. You are a prophetess. You are a messenger of the Most High. You are a child of God. And you're meant to do big things here with what you are receiving. The remembrance you have, the wisdom you hold, the changes that you are able to make in this realm, the timelines you're able to pull in, the power structures, the old, outdated, corrupted power structures that you are collapsing just by existing, just by seeing. And everything that you had once held on to so tightly, that you desired so deeply, that you had surrendered, is playing out now. Remember, these changes are necessary. You're going to be celebrating a fortune and love. I feel like this fortune is a wealth in all areas. Like, your health is your wealth. This is a cup that overflows. Like, you're going to be celebrating a cup that overflows. This is a massive celebration here. Emotional fulfillment. Also with them, then we got a third party in the reverse. I was about to say, they just showed me the fates from Hercules. I know one of you Galactic Golden Nuggies brought them up. And I was like, okay, I got a little bit of goosebumps. And then they just flashed me the image, and I'm like, hey, they want me to talk about this. They're showing me the scene where they're trying to cut Hercules' string, his strand of hair. And they're like, what's wrong with these scissors? Because it's not cutting his hair. Because he's gone into God mode. With this third party in reverse, this third party or this group was unable to harness your God energy. Your God energy. And it was proven. It's almost like the fates wanted to show these individuals that death would not touch you until it's time. You are going to have a natural, peaceful death. And we did talk about that over on YouTube as well. I saw 5 bats last night. I Googled what 5 bats meant, and it was good health, good wealth, and it's long life, wealth, health, virtue, and a peaceful natural death. And I knew that the bats had showed themselves to indicate that individuals were doing darker workings, because bats used in witchcraft, specifically voodoo, are meant to direct like death and endings and chaos and darkness and evil. But the upside of bats, with what I Googled, because I wanted to know the positive aspects of bats, because I knew that's what was being reversed, is the negativity. And then the positivity was what's being integrated into my experience, was a long life, wealth, health, virtue, and a peaceful natural death. Which lets me know individuals wanted a premature death to me. That's not happening. It's not happening, my fur babies. Absolutely not. But same goes for you. You may be seeing bats. You don't have to, though. Again, this may resonate with you without you having to see bats. But this is what you are receiving, what is due to you. You could also be seeing, yes, crows, ravens, messengers of the spirit realm. They're also indicating heightened intuition. They're alerting you to something that may have been directed towards you and what you may be alchemizing it into. or what these individuals are having returned. Because again, the Fates were able to get really everybody else but Hercules, which lets me know there are some cards being called. There are some individuals whose strings have been cut. So while you're receiving this celebration, somebody else is receiving negative news, and it could be a third party in the reverse, or a group that's been flipped on its head. There are individuals that are being hit with the backlash of their own intentions and what they paid for. What? You hear the beep, beep, beep? As soon as I said, what? Did y'all hear the beep, beep? I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, but that's a truck backing up, which means individuals have had to back. You guys can hear it? Individuals have to back up. As soon as I said what, there was the sign. Beep, beep, beep. 3 beeps. The Son, the Father, the Holy Spirit. Also 111 energy. You could have been seeing 111. That's a number of manifestations, so be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. These individuals, they manifested this, and they thought they were manifesting it for your experience, but they manifested it upon themselves. Oh, could be a Queen of Wands that's being forced to back up, walk away. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius are individuals that prided themselves on looking a certain way and maintaining a certain lifestyle, but needed to sacrifice others in order to get it, needed to do darker workings in order to have it. While you're over here, this king, this queen of cups, you're a nurturer, you're a sweetheart. You're just like a lover. I mean, you go to war when it's time. You are a spiritual warrior not to be played with. But you hold so much love. You hold so much light. And it's like your light would never adhere to these darker beings. It would destroy them. And them attempting to obtain it has brought destruction upon them. While it's bought, they tried to buy your energy, while it's brought deliverance to you. Somebody definitely was spending a pretty penny to have all that comes with you. This favor over your life, this fortune, this fame, your healing abilities, these provisions that are supernaturally provided, the opportunities and offers you're receiving, the victories you keep getting, the light that you hold, and the way God oversees everything, and an unconditionally loving partnership, as well as the way that you are loved and seen, and the unconditionally loving interactions you are meant to have, and the way everything just works out in your favor. Exactly. You can't buy what has been written. Your soul is not for sale. Your destiny not up for grabs. I cannot. The ancestor said, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. These individuals were trying to fight you for what was yours and failed miserably. And this could be a whole karmic familial dynamic. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius does not have to be. A whole bloodline or many bloodlines that have been broken and corrupted by what they saw in you are being demolished as we speak. These are a lot of individuals that basically curse their bloodline coming after yours. While you, being the blessing you are to this planet, have blessed your ancestors on the other side. You have honored them. You have freed their spirit, and you're being rewarded. Your dreams are becoming a reality rapidly. The impossible is being made possible for you. The impossible is being made possible for you. 10 of Pentacles. Y'all better see it. What did I just say? This is confirmation right there. Thank you, Lawrence. And your name is the same name as my pop on the other side. So I'm going to take that as confirmation with the message that we just got. Pop and grandmama on the other side are honoring you in return. Thank you, Lawrence, for sowing into me, and know that you are receiving it back infinitely in all the ways that God and the divine ordain and deem as necessary for each and every expansive, impactful, ascended experience that is due to you and that you are meant to have here. And if your pop on the other side's name is Lawrence too, take that as confirmation, because I was just talking about this ancestral inheritance. I was just talking about how you have honored your ancestors. You have honored those on the other side. You have freed their spirit, and you're being rewarded. And then 10 of Pentacles pops out. Oh yeah. You getting ready to claim what is yours in the physical. They said you already have. You have claimed what is meant to be yours in the physical, in the same way you have claimed what was meant to be yours and your throne and your empire and your kingdom in the spirit. The keys to the kingdom of heaven that you are meant to rule have been given to you. As above, so below, as within, so without. This is unfolding in the physical. And Abundance Kitty was talking. You got some abundance on the way. And a union, apparently. Or a house. Ooh, what's this? Or stability? Ooh. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But you got abundance and stability. Abundance, stability, and a union. You look at the kingdom. I just said you got the keys to the kingdom of heaven that you are meant to rule. There are many kingdoms of heaven here that we have been ordained to reign. Many gods and goddesses here. Frontliners. 144. Divinely chosen children that are meant to hold these keys to this kingdom. To spread the kingdom of light everywhere they go. And y'all see the kingdom in the background, the castle? I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of blurry, but there is a castle in the background. You got these keys. Some of you are about to physically get keys to a home, to a new apartment. I heard your sacred sanctuary. They also just channeled me what they channeled over on YouTube. Destiny helpers are on the way. Heavy duty heaven sent destiny helpers are on the way. Massive change. We got 500 galactic golden nuggets in here, which is 5 amplified by 2 zeros. That is a massive change. You could be consistently seeing 555, 55, 505, or 5050. You got a massive change on the way. And it is 2:53 p.m. where I'm at, which is 5-5, which adds up to 10, completion. We got 10 of Pentacles on the board. There's a completion here that's leading you to an elevated environment. Booyah! Shibuya! Exactly. Shibuya! That means something. They just channeled me Shibuya. That means something to somebody. When you said booyah, they channeled me Shibuya. So that's something to somebody. I'm going to have to look that up in a minute. And my screen just glitched. It could be 555 where you're at right now. You've been seeing 5s. There's a massive change on the way. You could have also been seeing the word celebration. It's a city in Japan. It's a city in Japan. Shibuya is in Japan. Shibuya roll call? Some of you may have Japanese ancestors that don't play about you at all. Some of you may be moving to Japan. I keep seeing roll call in the chat. So names are being called. Line them up, hit them up, Tupac energy. So some of you have you had a Japanese past life. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Some of you may be moving to Shibuya. You may be moving to Japan. You could be connecting to somebody who has, your partner could have Japanese descent. So some of you, your fated partner is Japanese. Some of you are Japanese. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Some of you have some very powerful Japanese ancestors. I would not be surprised, to be honest. That are watching over you and putting in work to protect you. Okay, so here's the message. Some of you have Japanese ancestors who are watching over you and putting in the work to protect you. And we're just talking about the ancestors bringing this in. So some of you have Native American ancestors, Japanese ancestors, Indian ancestors. You could be seeing Ganesh, like a lot of Ganesh Egyptian ancestors. Yeah, you could be seeing a lot about Ganesh pop up, or Radha, Krishna, Shakti, Shiva. Hindu ancestors. Again, Egyptian ancestors. I feel like the ancestors are here. They also just showed me Santa Muerta. So your ancestors are on guard right now, protecting you. They also just showed me Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. Dia de los Muertos. So, yeah, and this is ancestors. Ancestor energy. All right, let me pull the ancestor deck because I feel like they have a message. Hold up. If they're coming through like this, trying to alert you, we are here. We are here. There's a message. All right, ancestors. Big, bold vision. I can't make this shit up. Oh, my God. Big, bold vision. We started out what you dreamed about. Back in the day, that dream you had. That big, bold vision for your life that you had has become a reality. You could be seeing a lot of bees right now. She's got a bee on her crown. Also a scarab. We talked about the scarab on her throat chakra. Spoken into existence. I cannot make this shit up. Anything else we need to know, ancestors? Oh, this is exciting. Ancestors are here. Protecting, defending, going beyond normal. And then we got dream a beautiful dream. And spirals of manifestation. I can't make this up. I am getting goosebumps. Going beyond normal. This goes beyond logic, is basically what they're saying. What has manifested for you that you had once been dreaming about? Dream a beautiful dream. This beautiful dream that you would get lost in to escape the abuse that you were enduring at a young age. To just step out of the reality that you at one point felt like you were stuck in. This goes beyond human logic. This goes beyond any type of logic on how this is about to manifest, how this has manifested. This is ancestors saying, and look at the golden grid system around the planet. This is the work that you've done. You see this golden grid system? That is beautiful. I never noticed that on this card before. They just showed this to me. The gold enveloping the planet, you did that. You did. You better be proud of yourself for the work that you put in. How many of us have been activated? Look at all these beautiful golden lights on this planet. Look at us. We here. We sharing this information through our golden grid system, and it is enveloping the planet in light. It's like it had to be this time that the planet needed to be enveloped in this golden grid system for light workers to win, for manifestations to come through like this. This is ancestors saying this has miraculously manifested because it has been divinely advocated, but it is also because the darkness, the inorganic grid system that has kept light workers from achieving has been dismantled and destroyed. Like I said in the beginning of this live, the game was rigged against you. Elites, organizations, networks, and societies, those that were behind, the fallen angels that were behind the inorganic grid system, the inorganic dark grid system, it was rigged in their favor. So they would continuously win. Energy would be harnessed and harvested for the simulation and the matrix upgrades. And ancestors are saying, you have done it. Well, this has backfired with Pandora's gift. The box that they opened, how they wanted the world to be enveloped in chaos and darkness has now turned on them. They went from being the hunters to the hunted. Be the hunter, not the hunted. This has turned on them. They are now the hunted. Things are not going in their favor, but it's going in yours. And it's the work that you have done. And no, this is not a synodad. This is a scarab. Can you see it? That is a scarab beetle. That is a scarab beetle. Because somebody wanted to see the card. They're like, isn't that a synodad? That's a scarab. That is a scarab beetle. So again, you may have Egyptian ancestry. You may have the gift of... you may have the gift to bring life to what you speak. You may also have the gift to bring death to what you speak over. Or judgment. So be aware of what you're speaking over your life and others. And how you're sharing this gift. She feels, she knows. You already know this is playing out. You keep seeing all the signs and synchronicities. It's almost like you're like, I'm happy being of service. I'm happy experiencing the life that I am right now and the service that I am giving to this planet. And the ancestors are going, well, you know you feel us around you, and you know that it's time for change. You know that it was inevitable that things would shift for you. You may feel as though you're not ready for this, but you are. You got comfortable in your isolation. You got comfortable in solitude. You got comfortable with being unseen. But you're about to be heavily recognized. You're about to be insanely recognized. Like, things are, like I said, this goes beyond normal. Your shift happened today. Congratulations. Be open and receptive to what comes with that shift. This goes beyond, like, any logical comprehension that anybody may have on how this is going to unfold. This is really going to be some miraculous shit. Excuse me, correction. They said miraculous, heaven-sent manifestation. Heaven-sent unfolding of manifestations you held and had from years ago. Oh, this is beautiful. Anything else, ancestors? What do we need to know? Every journey starts with a single step. You took this journey on. I can't show the full card because she's like a little naked butt on this card. But every journey starts with a single step. You were very vulnerable along this journey. This journey stripped you down. It's like broke down all old versions of you, stripped you to your most vulnerable state, and then built you back up. They're saying this is why we know you're ready. Because of who and what you've become. This is the ancestors saying, get ready for what comes with this shift. Exactly, it was raw, excruciating, dark, lonely, terrifying. But it led to this moment. You've been built back. And I see that there are white butterflies. You've been purified. All of these white butterflies, you may be seeing butterflies lately. And these butterflies are like busting out of the suitcase. This is a divinely ordained change. It's like what you've been carrying with you too, because she's carrying a suitcase. Those dreams that you've been carrying with you, they're ready to bust open into your reality. And they are. This is going to change your life. Bro, I can't even, bro, I'm done. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm done. I just said this is going to change your life. What was within you that's like busting out into your physical experience. This is what is already within you. And look at the white butterflies again. You're going to be able to touch this dream. It's in the physical. You went through this journey and the dreams were busting out your suitcase. The white butterflies were busting out your suitcase. The dreams started to manifest. You started to see signs and synchronicities from your spirit team that this was coming. Now you can touch it. It's like all coming at once. Look at I'm getting goosebumps so bad right now. And this is card 17, which adds up to 8. It's infinite, amplified abundance. You're about to be able to touch this. This is a massive change. Butterflies signify change and transformation. You're really going to be able to spread your wings and fly and soar with what you're receiving. You carried this throughout the entirety of this journey when you were stripped bookie naked. When you were just vulnerable, you were bare, you just in the raw, you were just broken down and built anew. You carried this dream with you. You carried it inside your spirit. And you started to see with the work that you were doing, every step that you took, more things started to unfold. You started to receive more synchronicities, more downloads, more indications that this dream was becoming a reality. And now you're going to be able to touch it. Oh my God. Woo! Goosebumps. Whole body chills right now. I'm done. Inspiration right here. 3, the Son, the Father, the Holy Spirit. The light from above. The downloads that you get. The harvest that you're meant to experience. The blooming process you're going through. With the planting process you were in. With inspiration, you are meant to be an inspiration to this world. You are divinely guided and divinely inspired to take this leap of faith. To walk this spiritual journey knowing that it would lead to where it was meant to. And it would be of its highest vibrational good, not just for you, but for this planet. We got bringing it into form, bottom of the deck. What you were visualizing, what inspired you, what made your soul sing is being brought into form, into physical. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps all over my body, bro. This is what the ancestors are saying. Oh yeah, this is coming into the physical. This isn't just about synchronicities you're receiving. This is about the reality of it. You touching it. And Mima in the background, that's a begin. And you can see Meemaw, which means you can see this new beginning. Thanks, Meemaw. Hey, Mamacita. So Ancestors coming through saying, you're about to see this, you're about to touch it, you're about to hold it. It was inevitable. I can't make this shit up. I just said it was inevitable because it's a part of your legacy. Legacy of light. We got the fates here. This is also the crone, the maiden, and the child. Your evolution was necessary for this legacy you were meant to leave. And what you were meant to receive pertaining to this legacy, this destiny. As soon as I said it was always fated, it was inevitable. Boom. Because it's your legacy. It is what you are meant to leave behind after you are gone. How you are meant to be remembered for what you have done here. The heights that you had reached and what you made possible for others. Ancestors are saying the legacy continues. This is beautiful. I love this. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. They said the legacy continues. It's not just with you. Power of attraction here. Yes, power of attraction. You have called this to you. But this is also about a counterpart. Some of you are going to conceive. With them saying the legacy continues, there may be a conception with a counterpart. Some of you are meant to have a very ascended child with somebody else. And I heard generational wealth. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But you are going to be remembered for long after you leave. Long after you ascend into source and sit amongst the ascended masters. This may very well be your last life here too. You're going to be leaving behind a legacy. Leaving behind generational wealth for your children. That's why they said long life. And a natural, peaceful death. Like I talked about over on YouTube. I know God gonna come get me personally. God gonna send the angels to come get me personally. In my sleep. When it's time for me to go. I'm probably gonna be knowing how hilarious my team is. I'm probably going to be 80 years, 90 years old talking about, I'm ready to get the fuck up off this planet. I'm going to be old as shit being like, I didn't expect to be here this long. All right. Enough with the games. Stop playing with me. Being like 80 or 90 years old and being like, okay. My children is fucking old. I'm old. I'm tired. Come get my motherfucking ass. I'll be talking shit till they come get me. And this is what I'm getting, is you gonna live a long life. You gonna get to see a lot of shit. You gonna experience the luxuries of life. The luxuries of life. That I heard plentiful. I just heard plentiful. You're just gonna live. You're gonna truly get to live. You're gonna be old as shit, being like, all right, whenever you ready, I'm ready. The angel's gonna personally come escort your spirit to the infinite, to source, to the ascended seat that has been saved for you after this life. But you're gonna see a lot of shit, experience a lot of shit. Excuse me, let me not say shit. You're going to live a long life, experience a lot of beautiful things, experience a long, healthy, God-ordained romantic dynamic, experience long-term, beautiful, harmonious, trustworthy, loyal friendships, experience a cup that overflows, finances that not only provide but put you in a position to be able to provide for others. You're a sacred rebel here. A sacred rebel that has changed the world and deserves to experience the changes that you have made on this world and in this world. And you are. New birth guarded vigilantly. Ancestors are saying your new beginning is protected. Everything that you are meant to have here, including your health, is protected. And again, you're about to experience this in the physical. Like, this is a new level. They said the miracles that were always meant to unfold. I just heard these miracles are really going to make you smile. Against the grain, you are a sacred rebel. You were meant to go against the grain. You were meant to ruffle some feathers. You were meant to break down some power structures. You were meant to change the way the world saw. You're meant to change the way the world worked. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. You're meant to change the mind and hearts of all on this planet. And you have. Good work. Great work. And you're being applauded. Again, the ancestors are saying, we see what the work you have done from the ethers. We see outside of this realm, the grid system. We see the influx of light. We see what you don't. This is what they see. And this is how they know the planet is ready. Light workers are ready. We are ready. Chosen children of the Most High. We are ready to receive. We are ready to succeed. We are ready to lead. We are ready to experience overflow. We are ready to be unconditionally loved in the way that we have been unconditionally loving. The world is ready for what the true world has to offer. Focus on light. Focus on the light, lady. Lady? What? I meant to say baby, lady. Focus on the light, lady. So we got focus on the light and then perfection of your life. I feel like the divine, you could be a feminine energy, but focus on the light, lady. You could definitely be a feminine energy, or somebody is focused on you. Or you may be focused on somebody else. This is like the divine saying, stay focused on what is to come and not what was. I just heard not entirely what we meant. Okay, clarify. Remember the light that you have to offer and the light that you have given this world. The way that you have perfected. That's interesting. They said the way you have perfected the flow of life on this planet. So with them saying focus on the light, I feel like this is not just a direct message to me, but this is a direct message to all. With focusing on the light, it's focusing on what comes with where the world is at now. With where you have been guided to go and what you've been guided to receive. Don't focus. It's like if you're holding worries, Spirit's saying don't even focus on those worries right now. Don't hyper-focus or pour energy into those worries. This is about the perfection of your light. Focus on the perfection of your light. I meant life. They overrode me and said light. Focus on the perfection of your light. What you are, you attract. It was inevitable you'd receive this. So with them saying, focus on the light, lady. Focus on the light, baby. This is like focus on what is and what will be. What you know was inevitably your destiny. The growth that you already have had. You see the trees in the background? I'm getting that they want you to focus on these dreams again. Like they want you to not hyper focus on them, but like think back to what it was you wanted. It's yours. They may be guiding you to go look at a dream board that you have, that you may have put away. You may want to pull your dream board or your vision boards back out. They want you to focus on what is. And it's like they're saying what is, this focus on the light, because it's not just what will be, it's what's unfolding now, what is. Especially because the sunflowers, you see the sunflower here? Sunflowers normally direct themselves towards the light, like towards the sun. And she's holding the light in this sunflower. The power is in your hands. This sunflower depicts like harmony, happiness, joy. They want you to focus on and hold gratitude for what you have. You see how she has this light? You have this. It's already yours. And they want you to kind of shift focus back to it. So ancestors are like, look at it. Know that you already hold this. It's already yours. Free, because you're free from judgment and free to love your life. Judgment's not hitting you. I don't know if this message may be, this part of the message from the ancestors may be for those of you that are stressing about something. And they're saying everything is unfolding in your favor. Refocus on the good things in your life. Don't give more attention to the negative. Don't give more attention to feeding your worries. And I know somebody needed to hear that. Letra, for each and every one of you incredible souls that needed to hear that, the power is in your hands. You already hold this. You are a master alchemist, a master manifester. Like, don't add more fuel to your worries fire, knowing that you have a bigger God than you do big problems. You have a bigger God than you do your problems. And you have a bigger energy and a bigger spirit than what is currently attempting to put you in a state of fear and anxiety. Remember, fear is false evidence appearing real. So that, I think that, yeah, shock of the new. That's a beautiful, and there's the sunflowers again. What did I just say? What did I just say? You stop worrying. The changes that you're currently going through, it's the shock of the new. It's what you prayed for. You gotta let old things go for the new things to come in. This could also be pertaining to music, or you could be receiving messages from music. But with shock of the new coming out right after this sunflower, with it's our focus on the light. It's already within you. Focus on the light. This is Spirit wanting you to focus on the new. Focus on the good things that are happening to you. Dance, sing, laugh. Give more energy to the highest vibrational aspects of your life, holding gratitude, than you are your worries. Because it's after the storm. Their ancestors are basically saying, because it's over. The storm is over. You get good stuff. The other shoe's not going to drop. You really get to have a beautiful life. You really get to have what you are being given. You really get to experience those dreams you had years ago. And they're being defended and protected. As are you. This is not going to be, it's not going to be a moment of, is it too good to be true? No, this really is for you. Ooh, bars. You really get to have this. You really get to be this. You really get to receive this. You really get to live this way. What do you feel? And the word that wants to be written. Receiving. Which means you're about to receive communication. Spirit saying, what do you feel? You can feel this in your energy. That you are about to receive communication. We got the butterflies again. About what you are about to be receiving. She is enjoying the fruits of her labor. She is drinking from her cup that is overflowing. It almost looks like she's drinking golden light. Like, this is giving like a golden cup, a chalice, a holy grail. That's the energy I'm getting. A chalice, holy grail, like that you really get to experience this, enjoy this. With her eyes closed, you can tell she is enjoying this. When you close your eyes, when you are drinking or eating something, you're like, you're enjoying it, you're savoring it. You get to savor this. And you're about to receive communication on what you are meant to, you're about to, receive communication on what you are meant to savor. Your harvest, what is meant to be intaken after so much energetic output. The work that you have done. So ancestors are saying, you already feel this. We've already communicated to this, but you're about to receive communication in the physical on what you are meant to receive. Seeing the true you. You got a lot of individuals seeing how truly protected you are, how truly loved you are. This is also about how individuals are also seeing how they were wrong. And how no matter what they had done, you are still being blessed. And I see it's funny because she's got this cup here. This chalice. And then in the background of this card, hold on. In the background of this card, you can see the cups back there. The chalice is back there. So it's like after enjoying this, she gets to relax and marvel at the beauty around her. She's on like a green couch, which can signify heart chakra, abundance. It's also giving grounded energy. With the couch being green, it's like you get to relax in your abundance. You get to relax in your manifestations. Because green is the color of the heart chakra. And again, abundance is green. Like abundant energy, heart chakra, money. It's like you receive this, you get to relax with this reception. You get to marvel at the beauty around you. with the stress that's been alleviated off of you with what you are receiving. So with this seeing the true you, like, individuals really are going to see how favored you are. How absolutely favored you are with what you receive. And how you get to relax in it. Because you put in the work to earn this. So whatever this is, you're going to be relaxing with it. Conscious connections and relaxing with somebody else too. There is a conscious, high-level divine connection that is playing out. So ancestors are... This also lets me know that somebody, your counterpart, may already see you. They're seeing the true you. And again, you get to... Oh, hold on. Gotta block out her little neckiness. Okay, you get to restore, or you get to receive and go through a period of restoration and replenishment. You get to relax with what you receive. I just talked about this with the couch that I saw that lady on, where she's all curled up and she's enjoying the beauties around her, the pond that she is in. And then at the bottom of the deck is restore and replenish. You get to relax. You get to rest with what you receive. And it looks like some of you are going to be resting with somebody else that is seeing the true you. Somebody sees you and loves you. So there is a kingdom spouse here that you're going to be relaxing with. You're going to be enjoying your time with. Somebody that puts you at ease, that feels like home, that's a breath of fresh air. Yeah, there's 2 of Cups right there. Okay, that's beautiful. And then Ace of Cups as soon as I split the deck. Okay. 3 of Cups in the reverse. Somebody got left for lying about magic or being sneaky and deceptive with magic. So there's a third party that's out of the picture right now. For thinking they were going to entrap somebody else that looks like they're heartbroken about it. That looks like they're meant to be with you. So a third party right now is heartbroken with the communication they've received. A Leo, Aries, Sagittarius that was impulsive, mouthy, reckless, and hot-headed. This individual is confused about the fact they're not receiving this new beginning and somebody is not moving forward with them. With the moon magic they had done. Expecting a harvest. And this is a Jezebelian spirit that was in it for the Pentacles. But it looks like this counterpart is watching you and looking at this individual who is now the situation. This individual in the situation that's being laid to rest because of what they had exposed. With strength and what you muscled through. In order to walk into this new beginning. We do have 5 of Staves behind that, so somebody missed an opportunity with 4 of Cups to put you in conflict with somebody else that's been watching you and admiring you. And now this individual is in massive conflict and heartbroken with the fact that somebody else wants to end a situation that they see as unsettling and unsatisfactory. And I'm not feeling like this is somebody from the past. This is somebody who you've assisted in awakening. We got 10 of Pentacles here. 8 of Pentacles behind that. Your work is paid off. We got Princess of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. This is you enjoying your cup. Drinking from the cup that is overflowing. Transformation and massive movement. This could be physical travel. Some of you are going to be traveling the world with the... Damn, a lot of Pentacles! With what you receive. You're going to be living your best life traveling for some of you. You're literally going to be traveling the world. With this life-changing, transformative abundance. Whatever this is, whatever opportunity... Whatever way has been made for you, it's supernatural. It is divinely orchestrated. Nobody else can refute that fact. Because however this is meant to play out, nothing other than God. And it's how it was meant to be. We got wisdom right here. Wisdom, and it's what you know. It's what you know. Magic. It's what you know. You were guided to do something in order to return, not the energy, but the intent and entities. This is a backfire. You knew something was up. You knew something was being sent to you. You were divinely prepared. Fortune. Something people paid a fortune for. You alchemized this. You took this on. Your team helped you. We got fortune and wish fulfillment. Somebody spent a fortune trying to get wish fulfillment. You were ready for this. Whatever. You had wisdom. You were put up on game with what was going on. And somebody's confused at how you knew. And whatever you did, it worked. It backfired on everybody. Yep, it ended shit. For everybody that was involved. Everybody that was attempting to antagonize you. And I'm getting this was everyone that had done something to you and was doing something to you. This wasn't just those that were attacking you in that moment. That's those that had been attacking you, that had attacked you, that had tried to cause injustice in your life. Whatever you had done, it sent that shit back to a karmic familial unit. And possibly those working with the karmic familial unit. Damn. Spirit is up here snitching. Or a whole bloodline that was paying. And they paid a pretty penny. I can't make this shit up. 10 of Pentacles. I'm done. Spirit is snitching. Spirit saying anybody that ever paid for something in order to come up against what was meant to be offered and given to you, and the generational wealth you were meant to have, is getting smacked. They cannot run from this. They can't run from this chaos. But you walked away from it. You were pulled out of it. They're really snitching right now. It has been laid to rest. Spirit said, yeah, it's done. The scales have been balanced. You're receiving justice. It is done. For the work that you have done here, contemplation and mental entrapment about your future. You got a lot of people thinking about what they did to you because of what they're going through. Some individuals could be facing jail time right now. Because they attempted to come up against your future while you're headed right into the future. God's favor over your life. They're thinking and mentally entrapped about how you're moving into your future and the favor over your life to where nothing took effect in the way that it was supposed to. Oppression in the reverse. I'm gonna have to flip that in the upright. Let me not leave that in the deck reverse. Tried to flip your stability on its head. It went in your favor. Nothing has worked. And again, the victory that's about to play out in your life is miraculous. Oh my God, it's miraculous. You're going to have a lot of you've already made a lot of individuals believers. God's about to up the ante. God's about to up it's like God's about to up the understanding that God is here. God sees all. And everybody is being handled accordingly. Like what's about to play out in your life, people are going to be like, how the fuck did you get that? How did you acquire this? How did you meet this person? How did this play out in this way? How do you think? God. How do you think? The divine, the most high. I don't know. This has got to be big. This has got to be big. For this, the energy that I'm feeling where it's like so supernatural that it just goes beyond comprehension. This has got to be big. Where any individual that was not a believer is about to become one. Let me see what we got coming through with the angels. I heard they will all know my name. Every knee will bow for what they know now. Every knee will bow for what they know now. You will hear my name in every room. You will sense my presence in every space. You will know my hand was in everything at work. Romance angels. You will know my hand was in everything at work. Not just in your life, but in this world. Romance angels. The angels are sending you divine love. So you do have a romantic... I heard, yes, they said kingdom spouse. A romantic dynamic coming into play. Kingdom spouse. High-level romantic partner. Teaching and learning. You're going to help this individual learn. You're both going to be learning within. We got relationship harmony. You're both going to be learning in this relationship. Learning each other. Learning each other's triggers. Sharing this unconditional love. Sharing the wisdom you hold. That's really cute. This is also a lot more unconditionally loving energy coming into this planet. It's Christ consciousness. Right? Victory. Hey! This is a lot more light and a lot more love coming through in this planet. A lot more golden additives to the grid system. Victory. Victorious. Victorious. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So this is victory in love. Victory in prosperity. Victory in life. This is victory in life. Victory in life because you're on the right path and you stayed on the path of the straight and narrow. I can't make this shit up. On the right path. You have chosen wisely. Now keep going. You're on the right path. You are on the path that's straight and narrow. You see the world's in the angels' hands. You have helped hand the world back to the angels. You have helped hand the world back to the divine. Broken down the inorganic dark grid system and the type of control that fallen angels had over this planet. And you, with what you have done here, have helped hand it back to the angels. Hand it back, given control back over to the divine. Given control back over to the divine so they could nurture this planet. So they could assist with the healing that was necessary on this planet. This is also letting me know angels are nurturing. You about to be taken care of. Even more than you have before. You about to really be taken care of. You the angel's baby. You are the divine and the Most High's baby. This is a lot of love you're about to be feeling. A lot of miracles being made. You're receiving a lot of gifts. You've been very patient. They wanted me to pull the card at the bottom of the deck. And remember who you are. Remember I talked about XXX Tentacion's tattoo. Remember to remember. You remembered who you are. And you helped the world remember too. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. You about to feel this love. What did I just say? Read the card. You are very loved. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. And you are about to feel that love. You're about to experience that love more than you ever have before. With the way that you're about to be nurtured and taken care of. Ooh. Blessings. I might just upload this one to YouTube. Divine order. Wanted to fly back in the deck. This is what you don't see. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Everything is going as divinely ordered and orchestrated. The scales have been balanced. You see the scales there? This could also be you receiving something from the justice system. The angels have orchestrated justice. Justice in your favor. This is part of your reception. What you are meant to receive. You're extra sensitive to energies right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. With peace. You feel this coming. You feel that something is going to put you in a position to really experience peace in the way that you've been maintaining it within, no matter the chaotic type of upheavals that have been going on around you, or the chaotic energies that have been directed towards you. This is also giving that card that I showed you earlier, where she's sitting on the couch and she's just relaxing and at peace while she's admiring the beauty around her. What has been given to her has put her in a position to relax. That's what I'm getting with this piece. What you're feeling coming in is the peace that you had prayed for, but you found from within. And it is happening exactly as it should. So something's about to really, clairvoyance. You're about to see this. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. You saw this before you saw this. You're about to see this in your physical experience, though. What you had prayed for a long time ago, that's happening this year. That gives you peace. The peace that you've been maintaining from within, no matter your circumstances. The rejuvenation and restoration and rest that you are so very deserving of with the service you've been and done on this planet. Clairaudience. We got gifts and claircognizance. Your gifts are enhancing, but again, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. I'm just confirming this for you. What the angels already told you, and then we got pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that come to you. They are answered prayers. So I'm just confirming what you already know. And then you've already had this feeling. I'm helping confirm that feeling for you right now. And then you've been thinking about it. Like, oh, well, what if this plays out? Like, what if I really do receive this? I've been thinking about it. Like, I keep thinking about it. It keeps popping back up. What would it be like to have this? There's a reason why all of your gifts are locking on to the situation and the feeling state that comes from the situation, experience, or desire. because it's always been with you, and now you are about to experience it in the physical. You are receiving intuitive hits. Your gifts are hitting on what you are meant to experience in the physical and what's now coming through for you. It's time. It's time, leader. Divine revolutionary leader. And last card is, okay, I'll take two. I'll take two. That's a beautiful. We got compassion at the end, or the bottom of the deck. At the top of the deck is clairsentience. So I'll take, hold on, before I get into these ones, I'll take the top of the deck, which is clairsentience. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings. They signify divine guidance. And I'll take the bottom of the deck, which is soften your heart with respect to this situation and yourself. All people involved, including yourself. So you can show yourself more compassion. It's almost like you're about to be You're about to be taken care of and shown a lot of compassion for the way that you've shown compassion to this planet. How sweet and soft-hearted and kind you've been to others when so many were trying to break you. Now, the cards that popped out were success and prosperity. We got prosperity here and success. You're feeling all of this, and you may not be believing it. What you're feeling, what everything is picking up on, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, the signs and synchronicities you're seeing. But this is an indication like, no, we are in the time now. We are in the true world where this is meant to play out. You're in perfect alignment to this. You see how prosperity is golden? You golden soul, you golden spirit. Like, you are meant to be nurtured. You are meant to be shown unconditional love and compassion. Softness. Sweetness. It's like, some of you may have just recently seen this saying, but it's God, show me how good it can get. You may have recently said this. God, universe, divine, show me how good it can get. And you're about to be shown how good it can get. Now I'm going to leave it right there. Life's about, I just heard sweet life. Sweet life. Your name could be Zach, your name could be Cody. But they just showed me sweet life of Zach and Cody. So your name could be Zach, your name could be Cody, but you're definitely deserving of a sweeter life. A softer experience. And it's yours. What you dreamed of years ago, you're about to have. And I'm going to leave that right there, you guys. I think that's a beautiful place to leave it. We got a lot of messages and energy coming through today. So believe in the impossible, because the impossible has been made possible for you. And not only is it possible, it's inevitable. The impossible that has been made possible is inevitable. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I honor you. I will attempt to save this one and upload it to YouTube if it lets me. It should. It just takes like hours to download. So it probably won't be up for another 2 to 3 hours, depending on how long it takes to download into my phone. So turn on your notification bell for YouTube. You'll see the notification if you missed part of this live on when it uploads. But I will see you guys again tomorrow. And again, congratulations. You deserve your dreams to become your reality. And that's exactly what's happening. So remember to stay peaceful, unconditionally loving, stand united, and remain respectful unless disrespected. Then check with the Most High and check your motherfucking self before you check a motherfucker with grace. And like Jose would say, XXXTentacion, ay. If anybody tells you to lay down, run them the fuck over. But not with your car, vroom vroom, with your energy. Because we have nothing to prove. Our energy obviously does it for us. And last, but most definitely not least, drink your motherfucking water. It is a conduit of energy, and it will really assist you at this time as you are feeling all of these energies move throughout this planet and everything that's unfolding in your physical experience. It's a lot. Your soul's excited. And you may be mistaking this excitement as anxiety. There's a lot that's about to occur and happen for you. Be open and receptive to the changes and the transformation that comes with the shift that you're in. And remember to stay balanced, grounded, and remember who the fuck you are. A powerful, unconditionally loved and loving, creative child of the Most High. And you're being treated as such. Favor over your life that's leading to so many miracles. So many well-deserved miracles. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I honor you. And I will see you again tomorrow. So until then, remember how blessed you are. And say thank you for how blessed you're about to be. And until next time. Bye!